It's up to us.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah. Are we rolling now? Rolling.
I think that's my favorite Limp Bizkit song.
You know, Limp Bizkit did have some decent songs, but you know, they just kind of disappeared. It was kind of strange.
But it's that one was the only one that hit me. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
And they might have, if you think about it, they might have pulled Seinfeld off too. You know, kind of go out when you're on top, and you know what I mean. Just kind of do it on your own terms, and maybe spend some of the money that you make.
But then, what was Wes Borland's new thing? What was that? Because we played with
Black Light Burns.
Yeah,
I think was his deal.
Last
and then he
summer.
also had another band before that too that he was kind of messing around with, and it'll come to me in a sec. But yeah, he was really talented.
He kind of went left of center, which
Yeah,
is
he
kinda
did.
cool. Right?
He did. But before they went away, he did that whole deal with Guitar Centers where they were trying to audition for another guitar player. I don't think anything happened out of that. Remember?
Wow.
Did you ever hear about
Must have
that?
been a
Yeah.
headache.
I
bet you that was a headache.
Our experience with finding a new band member was it wasn't like on a National Guitar Center level,
Yeah.
but it still was a long and tough search.
It was a nice
True story.
You know, Dale from Seether,
Label
he
mates.
played a song for that audition, and then when the next Limp Bizkit record came out, that riff, he swears like they stole it from him. And he thinks that that whole thing was like
We
just trying to
tried
get
Remedy.
riffs. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but
Oh, so
I
it's
think
like
that's
show us your
like a
riff, show
conspiracy. It was like show up with your riffs, and then they were gonna steal them all and make it. But they didn't. I don't think.
Well, no, they probably went
Very
in,
different
signed a
record.
piece. They probably signed a piece of paper and said, "Yeah, just come on, show us your riffs, dude. What's going on?" And
That's what they
whatever
did.
stayed in the jam room.
That's what they did.
It's
Yeah, I
probably-
remember they had to sign a bunch of paperwork stating that, you know, they weren't going to take their material, or, you know, there's like nothing shady's going on. We're not going to steal your songs, but you're doing this on this level as just somebody coming in to, you know, show us what you got. So.
Not cool.
I don't know really how it worked. I was gonna try out for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I didn't have the money to get to LA.
You didn't.
I had an audition time and everything.
Really?
Yeah, well,
You're not joking around, I
Open
sense.
they did open auditions, yeah.
Was that when? Well, it must have been when you were in Finger 11.
Well,
What the hell? This is the
yes,
first time.
yes. So what happened was this guy Jay Askey was his name, and he put on a bunch of shows. Some of the earliest shows of our career were put on by this guy. So he had lots of money, and he was like, "I'm going down to the Red Hot Chili Peppers audition." I'm like, "Oh, you son of a whatever! I don't have the money. I want to go. You know, just for the fun of it, you get to jam with the band."
Yeah.
So he's like, "Yeah, but I don't know anything funky. Can I come over and learn some stuff?" So I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay." So I show him a bunch of things. He goes down there and he gets to like the level where you get to jam with the band. So he got to jam with the band on stuff that I taught him in my bedroom. And I'm always so envious of that.
Yeah.
But
Now
we,
look
you
where
know
he
what?
is.
I always knew that this was where I needed to be.
Well, that's where you are now, so you got it. I mean,
Yeah,
you
even
get
at
out
the
of
time.
it.
Even at the time. I probably could have found the money,
You-
or I would have begged someone for it. But
You could have-
I knew I was where I was at.
You could have the war story like, I could have been the Chili Peppers. Get off my case. You know, like you could have been laying that guilt trip on us every day.
Or wait till the next
that'd be
member of
amazing.
Metallica leaves, and then you got another chance.
Oh, hello.
All right, welcome to your nightmare, kid. Here you go. I can't explain it either.
Pokemon?
It's Pikachu. Wow.
Yeah, that's a cat.
That's cool. Good on, buddy.
it scared the crap.
Back in the good old days at the Samurai Sake House. Maybe I should ask if we're rolling tape. Are we? Thumbs up if we are good. Okay, thank you. It's Jake Daniels live in the Jungle Room with members of Finger 11 who are in town today to play the Diamond Ballroom tonight with Chevelle and is there another band on that?
Yeah. Daughter Julie's another band.
Daughter Julie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Are they any good?
Yeah, they are good.
Who's the best band?
I don't even have to. I don't even have to BS. It's real. They're good.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, every time you go out with three bands, the first one always blows. But they're really good.
Except when it's us.
Well, no, if we're if we're first of three, then it's like the best bill ever. But no, God or Julie is a good band. They're from New York guys and they're really nice, really talented guys.
Cool. Usually they don't get the best sound check either, though.
Well, no, but everybody's real cool on this tour. It's part of why touring like this is fun. Everybody gets. Nobody steps on anybody's toes as far as time. Because you know when you're trying to set up every single day, there's not enough time to do everything you want. But everybody's really cool.
And really almost a year to the day that you were here last year at the Ford Center with Evanescence and Chevelle. So kind of got the same thing going on again, right? Because you got the experience with Chevelle and dealing with them. Those guys are easy anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's got to be a nice tour. So we can scratch that question off the question list. How's the tour?
It's going well on our end, and you know,
Good.
and people are showing up. So
We like to hear that. And you guys really do have a repertoire of songs. You know?
We're working on a webinar. It's going to be on the website.
A lot of great songs over the years, and what has it been, 10 years now? You guys are pretty much there, right?
you're almost right. It's almost 16 years.
16.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm thinking back to the Samurai days, and I'm thinking of, as a baby band, not necessarily when you guys first got together, but, you know, when Tip came out. And do you guys remember playing the Samurai
Yes,
Saki?
absolutely, man.
You have fond
Absolutely,
memories. Did you
yeah.
guys have some hibachi that night? Do you
I don't
remember?
know.
Did you,
You know
do you
what, I
remember
think
the
at that-
Ichiro, the proprietor of the estate? You remember?
Yeah,
him?
he has the
The
he's
thing in
the
his hair.
full-on samurai looking
Yeah.
guy. You know.
Looked like a ninja.
We'll never forget that because of that guy, the way he looks.
Yeah, and that was a good night too. And you know, I don't even remember how many people were there, but this would be one of those nights that if you were there, you could really take some pride in saying that I really did see them
Oh, it
before they were big.
was a
you know?
handful, yeah.
You know
It
what I'm
was
saying? I
like
mean,
20
that's
people
kind
there.
of, you know, one of those awestruck things that you'll always remember. You know, when the hits started coming and you guys started getting bigger tours and getting better spots and even headlining as well. Like, wow, man, I saw them at the Samurai.
That's cool, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you probably get that a lot too. But yeah, so we do have some history here, and you guys have history here in Oklahoma City. Got the new album out that's chock full of great songs, and we got a lot of fans in the room here right now. How many guys are going to the show tonight? Diamond Ballroom.
Yeah!
Woo! How many people have the new album?
Ooh, gotta work on that.
I gotta work on that. I got an even better question. How many have downloaded the ringtone? You got, see, some diehards right here.
More work to do.
That's got to be pretty crazy, man. 2 million copies, or at least 2 million people downloading your song to the phone. That's crazy.
Yeah.
To think about that as artists, you know, who have creative control of your own music, you know, copyright and the performance and the actual words, music, and all that. That you know that people are doing that, and the technology. Are you guys seeing
Well, I
any money
wouldn't
from that?
have. When I was young and
No.
sort of started to learn rock and roll, I would never have imagined that a telephone would have anything to do with our music and the way it's heard or shared or anything. It's a crazy leap. It's really neat to see.
Do any of you guys have it on your phones?
My wife does. She does it because it kind of embarrasses me when we're
Yeah.
we're out with
Have you
people.
ever been in a situation where just like you're just on your own time, you're not being finger 11, being rock stars, where you're just maybe at the mall or somewhere and you hear it?
Yes.
Is it going off right there?
The best thing ever. On the opening day of Transformers, I went like first showing, and I was standing there with all the other nerds, and the song comes on like the little waiting speaker. We're all waiting outside the theater for this guy to come and open the theater and let us in, and it's like, you know, nerds like. You know, I'm one of them. I'm claiming to be one of them as well. But then all of a sudden, this rock and roll song comes on, and everyone's bopping their head, and I'm just standing in the corner like, "This is my song. This is our song." And if anyone knew this, it would be.
And you were there, and they didn't
Yeah.
badger you.
No, they didn't even know. It was just that was the best part. You're just kind of witnessing that, even when you're not around, people still get the deal. You know.
That's going to be a great gig. People in Hollywood probably envy you for that. You know, they can't do anything without having cameras in front of them. But you know, that's just a cool thing. The album's great. You guys are touring in support of it. We got Finger 11 right now in the Katt's Jungle Room here on Rock 100.5. And let's hear some acoustic Finger 11 here on the Katt